This is going to be one of the biggest changes we've ever made at the SCL shop. I know some folks aren't going to like it, but I ask that you give it a chance. First, I'll explain exactly what the change is. Second, I'll explain why we're making the change. And third, I'll give you a few tips that will hopefully minimize the effects of this change. So first things first, what is this change? Last Saturday, February 17th, 2024, was the last Saturday update for the SCL shop. What exactly does that mean? Well, first of all, no, the shop is not closing. We're just changing the way things work behind the scenes, and in this particular case, you will notice a difference on the front end, so I want you to be aware of what's going on. Updates to the shop will now happen more frequently. They could happen on any day of the week, and we will try to keep a steady stream of Skylanders figures coming your way. However, at least in phase 1 of this experiment, there will be no direct notifications of these updates. This also means no more preview videos. I understand this may seem a bit absurd right now, but I do have my reasons for it, and as I mentioned earlier, it is part of an experiment, so things could change over time. But make sure you stick around to the end of this video, and I'll show you a feature that may help you deal with the lack of these notifications. Next, why is this happening? Here at SCL, we're a small 2-person company. It's just Jillian and I working on this full time. Now, I don't mean to use this as an excuse. I just want you to be aware of the limited time and resources that we have at our disposal. And this change is an effort to make the most of our limited time and resources while still giving you the best experience possible. Over the course of the past year, as the shop has started to get more popular, many of you have started experiencing more issues. Sometimes the site would crash or just time out. Figures you didn't order would appear on your order. Or even worse, figures you ordered and paid for would mysteriously vanish from your order. And sometimes the system would even allow you to order figures that we didn't actually have in stock. The list goes on and on. If you haven't experienced any of these problems, I'm absolutely thrilled for you. I'm glad that we've been able to give you a positive experience. But unfortunately, for a growing number of customers, this is becoming a problem. It's bad enough that you, the collector, are having a subpar experience on the site. But for every issue that you have, that adds multiple tasks to Jillian's to-do list every Monday morning. So now, instead of just being able to sit down and start packing orders on Monday morning, Jillian first has to sort through dozens and dozens of customer service tasks before any packing gets done. And ultimately, this will affect everybody that placed an order over the weekend. It's a bad experience for you. It's a lot of extra work and unnecessary stress for Jillian. And it's not the kind of business that I want to run for my customers or my employees. So how does this play out moving forward? The majority of these problems stem from 50 to 60 people all trying to purchase the same figures right at 1 p.m. on Saturday. With these changes, we're trying to spread out that load so that the site doesn't get overwhelmed. This should result in a better experience for you, as well as less stress for Jillian, who I must say has been an absolute rock star through all of this. But now, to make things a little bit easier on your end, I would like to highlight the wishlist feature that is available on the site. I know many of you are using this feature already, but I don't know if you're using it to its fullest. And with the changes that we're implementing this week, I think it's more important than ever. When you visit the SCL shop, many of you just navigate to the front page, might go to the figures over here, and then start scrolling through and shopping, seeing what's in stock and what you still need. But if you ever click through to each individual item page, you'll see that there's this Add to Wishlist button. This is a very powerful feature in my opinion. When you click Add to Wishlist, it gives you a few options. You can either just add it directly to the wish list or even create a new list. I already have 2 lists set up here, but you can also create a new list. If you do that, you can name the list, change its privacy settings, so on and so forth. But for this demonstration right now, we're just going to add it to an existing wish list. Then you can view the list right away by clicking view, or there's actually a view button down here once you have the item added to your list, or the all around way is to go to my account, my wish list, and you can see the wish list there. If you have multiple wish lists, it will default to your top list. You can always change the title here, but you can then click back to all wish lists and see all the wish lists you have. Here's also where you can change privacy settings and delete lists and share lists and all that type of stuff. But that's for another day. What I want to make sure you know how to do is utilize just this page right here. And this is why I would encourage all of you to create a wish list of all the figures you still want to add to your collection. Once you have figures added, I would recommend you arrange the items in the order that you most want them. So put your most wanted items at the top of the list. And the easy way to do that is using this arrange column over on the right hand side here. If you go down under this column, it looks empty, like there's nothing there. It's kind of weird, but if it turns into this little hand, which you might recognize as a drag and drop feature, right? So this Anvil Rain might be lower on my priority list, so I can just click and hold and drag it down to the bottom of the list. And then maybe I want Spy Rise up at the top of the list. Oh, he didn't go all the way. There we go. Actually, no, I want Series 2 Drobot. He's a lot harder to find, so he's going to go up number 1 for me. But in any case, you can easily rearrange items however you want. And so the most important items will be right there at the top of the page, right when it loads. And you can easily see then the stock status, which is the next most important thing I want to show you here. Stock status. You can easily see every item in stock or out of stock just by looking at this page. They're color coded. It says out of stock, in stock. It's easy to use. And then if something does appear to be in stock, you can simply hit the add to cart link. Click that, it'll jump it over to your cart and you're good to go. Now, if we go back here and check out the wish list again, you'll also see that clicking that add to cart link actually removes it from your wish list as well. So once you purchase it, you're not confused about, did I actually buy that already? Or did I just forget to remove it from the list? Or what's going on? Once you add it to the cart, it removes it from the wish list. So I hope you can see that this wish list, I think, is a great one-stop shop for you to check on all of the figures you need in one location. There's no more need to go over here to the figures and just scroll through dozens and dozens of pages to see if the one figure you're looking for or the 10 figures you're looking for are in stock this week. There's no need to go and manually search and see if Food Fight is back in stock yet, which he's not currently. And you can just add that item to the wish list and then go check out the wish list, and he'll always be there. And you only have to check this page, and you can easily see is Food Fight in stock or out of stock, and all the other figures you're looking for at the same time. If you have any questions about the wishlist feature or anything else that I've mentioned in this video today, please feel free to ask me any questions. But I hope this answers some questions for you, and will maybe make the process, this transition that we're trying, this experiment that we're trying, a little bit easier for you to manage.